Hello people, hello Africa, welcome once more to another video on the Business in Africa YouTube channel. In today's video I'll be talking about Dubai, like the visa types that you can use to enter Dubai for Cameroonian passport holders. Like I'm just using Cameroon today because I'm here in Cameroon, but this also applies to many other African countries. Okay, so if you want to go hustle in Dubai for one reason or the other, then watch this video to the end because there's going to be a lot of information about the visa types, how you can apply, who can apply, and the procedures. Okay, documents required. I'm going to tell all of you this in this video. Hello guys, my name is Rufo Chifu and you're watching the Business in Africa YouTube channel. Without wasting much of your time, let's dive in. Now, before we get started, let's look at the quick note about Cameroonian applicants. Like, first thing you need to know is for Cameroonian passport holders, you must have a visa before arrival. Like, some kind of application must be done, documents submitted, and a visa is approved before you go to UAE or to Dubai. Okay, and of course they can stamp your visa on arrival, but the visa must have been issued before you leave Cameroon or the country that you are. And usually application is done through the UAE official portal, an approved online or hotel that sponsors tourist or e-visas, and an accredited visa services. In this case, we have most travels and tours, guys. I'm going to be talking about them in a bit. And of course, for Cameroonian passport holders, you need to know that there is no UAE embassy currently in Cameroon. Okay, so nobody should tell you that there's an embassy in Cameroon. There is none. So everything will be done online or by correspondence. So having that at the back of your mind, let's look at the first type or the first visa type that is commonly used to travel to UAE. That's the tourist or visit visas. Okay, and usually it's for a short stay, like a holiday or a short visit. So you can quickly or easily apply for a tourist or visit visa. And there are two types, like two subtypes. We have the single entry 30 days tourist visa. So we have either 30 or 60 days single entry. It means if you go into Dubai now, in 30 days you have to come back. Or if it's a 60 days single entry, it means you can enter just once with that visa. Like if you enter today, then in 60 days you must leave the country. Okay, so it's usually, as I said, for short stay. But you also have the multiple entry that can be granted for 5 years, which implies you can enter Dubai multiple times for over 5 years. Okay, so those are the two subtypes of visit visas that we have. And who can apply? Of course, as I said, hotels and travel agencies or airlines can sponsor the e-visa. And then, of course, you have UAE residents, a family or friends can also sponsor the visit visa for you, and some tourists use official e-visa channels, self-sponsored as well. Guys, before I continue this video, I just want, as I mentioned earlier, there is most travels and tours. Like most travels and tours actually help people get into Dubai by simply processing all this information for them and making sure that you have a legit visa to enter Dubai. So if you want to travel to Dubai and need a visa like ASAP, then contact Most Travels and Tours. The numbers are on the screen. You can just write them. You can call. You can send them an email. You can send them WhatsApp, and they are going to respond to you almost immediately. If you like, you can also contact me, and then I'll put you through to them as well. Okay. So that's the first type of visa. And then, of course, we're looking at documents required. Typically, we have your passport copy. So you need to have a valid passport, which is having at least 6 months validity. Like your passport should not be expiring 6 months from the time that you're applying for your visa. So if your passport will be expiring anytime soon, then you will need to do a new passport. Okay. And then of course you need a passport style photo with white background. Take note of this white background, okay? And then confirmed return flight ticket, because it's a short stay, so you're not going to be there for long. So you need to go in and come back ASAP. And then of course hotel bookings, or if you're having someone in the UAE that's going to host you, then you need the address and invitation letter from them. And then of course proof of funds. Sometimes it's requested, most of the times it's requested. And then visa application fee, and then payment of the visa fee. Now, as I said, most travels and tours will help you put all of this together. They'll help you to do the application for you and obtain your visa for you. They've done that for so many people who've traveled to the UAE, and you can also use their services, trustworthy services. They can help you do that. So contact Most Travels and Tours. The numbers are on the screen, and have your visa to Dubai ready ASAP. Now let's go to the second type of visa, which is the work or employment visa, which of course can lead to a resident permit. And this is mostly for a long stay, like if you want to go to the UAE to stay there for a long period of time. And of course in this case, as the name goes, work or employment, it means you must have an employer in the UAE who is going to hire you, like you are going to work for a company or somebody is going to hire you in the UAE, okay? And then of course, main steps and who to apply, like employer obtains an entry permit or work permit slash employment entry visa for you. Like the person out there or your employer is going to apply for, you know, a work an entry permit for you, okay? And then as soon as you enter the UAE, you then arrange, you know, everything with your employer, like medical fitness test, Emirates ID application, labor contract registration, and then of course residence visa stamping in your passports. And of course, if all of that is done, then you can have now your work permit, or the Emirates ID card will be issued to you. So documents required for this kind of visa is your passport, yes, passport photos, then offer slash employment contract from UAE employer, like who is going to employ you out there. So you need that, you need a contract, employment contract from them. And then of course you also need your education certificates, and of course this is, you know, if required, but most of the time it's required. You need to show that you have the certificates to work. And the medical fitness too, a certificate is, you know, and that should be done in the UAE as well. So it's when you arrive the UAE, then you are going to have your medical fitness certificate applied and obtained. And of course you also need a police clearance to show that you don't have any criminal record, or kind of like you are cleared, you don't have any ongoing criminal issues. So now the procedures, as I said earlier, your employer will apply for you, and from the Ministry of Human Resource, and they are going to obtain an entry permit. Okay, then now you receive the entry permit, and then you travel to the UAE. And then while there, you complete medical tests and Emirates ID biometrics in the UAE. Like you carry out all the biometrics out there in the UAE. And then, of course, your labor contract is registered, residence visa stamped in your passport, and then a legit or valid resident permit is issued to you. So those are just like the procedures that you just have you have to follow. You need to follow to obtain this kind of visa. As I said already, if you have any issues doing this, then you can contact Most Travels and Tours. Their numbers are on the screen. They are going to help you follow up everything step by step the way you want it, okay? Number 3 type of visa is student visa. Like if you want to go to the UAE to study from an accepted or licensed educational institution in the UAE, then you can apply for a student's visa. It's very simple, okay? All you need is a document of acceptance from the UAE educational institution, passport copy, passport photos, proof of finance, and then medical test in the UAE, okay? So these are all the information you need, and then your school is going to apply for you. The school applies for student entry permits or visa, and then student completes medical tests and Emirates IT process once in the UAE. Like your school is going to apply for everything, send it to you, and then you can travel to the UAE, and then you follow up and have your Emirates ID while in the UAE. Of course, after passing all clearing all the medical tests and everything, you're going to be handed over your ID, okay, your Emirates ID. So that's the third kind of visa. Number 4 is the golden visa or long-term residency. Like this is for investors, skilled professionals. So you can come into the UAE with the golden visa. As I said, I'm talking about Cameroon, but it applies for many other African countries as well, okay? So golden visa is like a long-term kind of visa, 5 to 10 years visa for investors, entrepreneurs, researchers, outstanding students, specialized talents. So if you fall into this category, you can actually travel to the UAE with a long-term visa, typically 5 to 10 years visa. And of course, documents you need is investment proof, like you are going to invest some money into the UAE. Company documents, specialized credentials or achievements proof required by golden visa category, okay? And of course, the application routes is managed by federal and emirate authorities. Some verification appointments are required, okay? Like if you want to go in through this route, then they are going to do some kind of like verification to ensure that you're actually going to do what you said you're going to do. Now, application is usually done through the UAE channels like investor portals, GDRFA, or the ministry portal, and there are special verification steps and sometimes appointments for biometrics and ID issuance. Now, what I want you guys to understand here is that if you actually have some money that you want to go and invest in the UAE, or you're a skilled professional, you want to relocate to the UAE, you can actually go in through this golden visa route. And if you're having any difficulties going through this route, most travels and tours is there for you, and they can actually help you put you through the procedures for you to obtain this kind of visa. Now, there are just so many different types of visas that you can apply to the UAE, but I just handpicked some common use ones for Cameroonian passport holders. And I hope this information was useful. As I said, I use Cameroon because I'm here, but if you want to travel from any other African countries, it's going to typically be almost the same things. Now, if you have any questions, guys, drop in the comment section below. I'm going to do a video in response to your question, all right? Whatever you want to ask me concerning this, drop in the comment section below. And as I said already, you can contact Most Travels and Tours. They will help you put you through. No matter where you are in Africa, in Cameroon, in Ghana, in Senegal, in South Africa, no matter where you are, they can still work with you since it's an online thing, okay? So guys, that was that for today. I hope you loved the video. Give me a thumbs up, don't forget. And of course, if you're new here, please click on the subscribe button and don't go away. There are just so many videos on this channel, the Business in Africa YouTube channel, that's going to be of value added to you. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye.